How's everybody doing? I don't even know where to begin. Where would you like to start? You know, I've had a very eventful and painful, too, enlightening, the smartest I've ever been in my life. It's been a good summer. However, I am glad that boxing is back. Next week is going to be busy. Did you see the schedule for next week? I counted about 8 fights. 8 fights that I have to cover. 8 videos. And then that's not even counting UFC. DC last fight. Stress is high, but guess what? We've been thriving out here. And there's so much to talk about, but first, we got to motherfucking celebrate. On History Controversy with FightView360.com, we cover, oh yeah, this show is for mature audiences only. That's how much things have changed around here. It's 2020. So I guess we're going to start here. Let's pull up this email here. See what's going on. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Look at all this shit I got in my email, man. Bruh. Like, yo. But we back. We back, though. We back. No, wait, not that. Look at all this shit. You see all this shit? Look at that 13,000. Like, come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break. So where is it at? Where is it at? Premiere announced blockbuster schedule. There we go. There we go. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. So let me tell you. A lot of these fights just piss me off. And you know what pisses me off even more? When I see the WBA. When I see the WBA, like in there, yo, I'm about to start cussing. So let's stay on track. Because I got preview videos to put out. And frankly, I haven't made any money from YouTube in God knows how long. All right? So I missed the YouTube money. Is that a crime? Shit. So I got to get back on the saddle. Pause. Covered last night's fights. Jamal James versus Tomas Delorme was a very good fight. I like that fight. However, I don't like that faux crowd they were using. Here, let's pull up some tape. You want to watch some tape? Let's go pull up some highlights. You see that bullshit ass faux crowd they had? What the fuck were they thinking, man? You know, you got fight camp in Eddie Hearn's garden pooping on PBC Fox. Like, they had the fake cardboard shit in the back. That wallpaper. Here, let's go full screen. I don't know what they were thinking with that mess. I was highly disappointed. I was like, ooh, yeah. Like, PBC shit gonna look nice. I can't wait to see what they do on Fox. Yeah. Ooh. Like, I was all day. I was like, I can't wait. Let's go HD. I was like, I can't wait to see what they do. Like, that shit looked cheap. You motherfuckers had me, man. Look at this shit in the back. Show this shit. Oh. You know what? This is going to be a little bit off topic. But you remember the group Switch? Since you've been lying here for the first time, you and I, show me what you do for me. Remember them? So look, tell me Jamal James, like with his box rec, don't look like a DeBarge. He don't look like you know who DeBarge is? Or like Switch here. I looked him up early. Look, you can see. Look, this was me looking him up. It's in my search history, along with some other unquestionable BBW pornography. Anyway, that's another thing. But don't he look like one of these motherfuckers? Damn, I can't zoom in. Anyway, this is a little off. Don't he look like he from Switch? Him, just add him. Motherfucking. He don't look like, come on. He don't look like he can sing in like a singing group. Light skin motherfuckers. Just add Keith Thurman and motherfucking Boxing Ego. They can get their little group going. Anyway, back to the tape. So yeah, this is from last night. This was a good fight though. Delorme came to fight, even though he was fighting dirty, and he got cussed out. Look at this full crowd. I ain't like that, man. They got lights shining on it and shit. I ain't like this full crowd. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, come on, be better tomorrow. How about that? Be better tomorrow. Be better tomorrow. You know? Like, just don't have a crowd at all if you're going. Just don't have a crowd. You know? Like, they couldn't, like, what was they, you know, whatever. All right. They, you know, we got, listen, people, they trying. All right. We're not going to give them too much shit. All right. But looking at the schedule, from what I'm seeing, I logged out of the email. Looking at the schedule, what I'm seeing, it's like, man, I don't really want to see none of this. And before lockdown and COVID, I knew who some of these people were. But I don't know who knows Sebastian Formella. You know how they say, like, kids, like, if they're not in school, they start to forget all the stuff they learned, you know, because they've been out of school. That's me. So all them old names, like them names I used to know, I don't know who no Sebastian Formella is. I don't know who no Gingras, whoever Lindy Lara's fighting. I don't know these men. Here, let's go read some of this. So now I got to get back to work. I got to start researching and looking at old ass tape. I got to Google these motherfuckers. Look, Sebastian Formella. All right, let's go do it right now. Let's go watch a little bit of tape. That's how we do it. Let's see some tape. We're going to find some tape. What's his record? What's your record, bro? 22-0 with, he like the schmo. 22-0 with 10 KOs. 33. Where they finding these Germans from? Where is this man? But y'all know this man? He's 33 years old. I've never seen this man in my life. Boxing is back, ladies and gentlemen. Boxing is back. But see, people are going to say, which is true, it's like, you know, Sean Porter don't usually get no easy, soft touches. He don't get no soft touches. So I guess there's Al Heyman like, look, we're going to give you a little soft touch. All right? A little easy taste. Let's go see if he going to beat. Oh, shit. All right, let's watch a little bit of tape. Y'all ready? We're going to watch a little bit of tape. So this the guy Sean Porter fighting. Damn, y'all can't give me a better aspect ratio? What's this shit? All right, let's watch. Shut up. We're going to watch some tape. Here, let's go. Let's see. Wait, let's do this first. This is his last fight where he won unanimously in Eden Optics Arena, Hamburg, Germany. All right, let's see what's going on. Y'all want to watch this tape? You want to watch around, see if he going to fuck Sean Porter up? I'm telling you, I'm about to troll and say he going to beat Sean Porter. Hey, y'all, he going to beat Sean Porter. Y'all better watch it. Sebastian Formella ain't come to fuck around. All right, let's watch some tape. Shh, shut up. This be Tom Brown. TB be the one finding these motherfuckers. I'm telling you, Tom Brown the matchmaker. Oh, Sean Porter in trouble.
Rechte hinterher. Und diese Maidbewegungen, die sind gut. 2 Hände im Leeren. Die dritte von Ariazza. Das zermürbt, das tut weh.
Oh, I like the move, man. I like the move. Oh! Sean Porter's finished.
Dieser Formella.
He ain't gonna be the touching.
Schnell.
You know what? I'm with Formella. How about that? You like that shit?
Seinen Reichweitenvorteil bis hierher.
I'm betting the house.
Exzellent aus. Runde
On
2
from
und 3.
Cat quick.
Schöne Treffer über die Außenbahn. Er lässt die Hände oft fallen, Sebastian Formella, weil er die gegnerischen Hände sieht. kann sich auf seine Beinarbeit verlassen, die einfach nur exzellent ist.
Hey, man, I don't know. Listen, dude. Listen, I don't think Sean Porter gonna be able to handle him. I think dude too cat quick. He too elusive. You think Sean ain't? Listen, Sean Porter ain't gonna be able to hit him. I'm with Formella. I'm betting a house on him.
Formella
He too quick.
Wie zuletzt gegen Mbenge, gegen den Südafrikaner, der kleinere Mann. Er kennt diese
He
Konstellation.
too fast. Look, Sean Porter. Look, oh.
Und macht im Moment das
That was a
Beste
slip.
draus.
All right. I've seen enough. We don't want to listen. We don't want to. You know, we're gonna wait to fight week to watch some more tape. I've seen enough. Sean Porter's Sean Porter's finished. That's it. Sean Porter's finished. All right, so that's the next PBC card. All right, drink some green tea. That's the next PBC card, August the 22nd. Listen, the next 2 weekends are very, very busy. We're going to get into it all before the end of the video. So if you cover boxing, it's going to be busy. You know what I'm talking about. Like next week, we got an ESPN Plus, 2 ESPN Plus cards, midday card, night card. It's going to be busy as shit. All right. Sebastian Fundora, that's that 6'5". Oh, my bad. We ain't looking at all that. That's that 6'5", 154-pounder, right? See, I'm rusty. Oh, by the way, I remember, wasn't his last fight controversial? Or did he get touched up? I don't remember. The fight before that, Jamonte Clark, he got touched up. I don't remember. Hey, you shut up. Oh. Boycott this channel. What'd I do? Did I get canceled? Damn. Yeah, so anyway, he's on the card. And you got Joey Spencer. So, August the 22nd, PBC on Fox. Porter versus Formella. Fundora versus Nathaniel Gallimore. I like that fight. And Joey Spencer in the TBA. Landy Lara, August the 29th. That's my birthday, by the way, the Big 3-7. Don't you know me and Timothy Bradley were born on the same day? We were the same age. We came out the womb together to Thriller. That's when Thriller was like, you know, the shit. 1983, baby. Anyway, so you got Landy Lara versus Greg Vendetti. Who the fuck is that? Let's go check him out. Well, we got to watch some tape. I guess he going to get beat up. But Landy Lara, where do they find these men? And how was he ranked? Y'all know this man? Lara's fighting him. Remember he beat up Canelo's balding brother? The bald Canelo with the widow's peak. Fucking motherfucker. And he missed weight. I was pissed at him. But anyway, what else? Let's go watch some tape. He fought Michael Soro. He fought Yoshihiro Kamagai. I had to see that fight then, right? I cover all Kamagai fights. Let me go see if I watched this guy fight. Let me see. Greg Vendetti. Let's go see. Let's find some tape on Greg Vendetti. Let's see. Vendetti T Street. Did I cover this guy? He fought Yoshihiro Kamagai on Golden Boy on ESPN. Damn, that was a long-ass goddamn time ago. No, it wasn't actually. This was when ESPN and Top Rank had like the little deal, right? All right, let's go watch some tape. See if he's tough. If he's tough as nails. So, Landy Lara is fighting this guy on August the 29th for defending his WBA world title. Sweet ponytail, bro.
Bell is rung. Kamagai
All right, let's go.
Vendetti jump in. Bethel Duran alongside Joel.
All right, so we're gonna watch a round of Mr. Vendetti and see if he can beat Irsley Lara. You know what? I'm gonna be a hater, right? I'm gonna say that all the other guys that are not supposed to win gonna win. Now, so you know what? I'm betting the house on Greg Vendetti. I'm not really betting the house. I don't gamble. Gamble's for sinners. But anyway, I'm betting the house on Greg Vendetti. Let's watch some tape.
Extraordinary former fighter, 7th round of action.
Ooh, Lara's done. You saw that?
Jessica Rosales is reporting for ESPN Deportes, just ran over here to let us know that Vendetti's corner coach told him, you need to smother him and get off of the ropes. That's what they told Greg Vendetti. They don't like him leaning on those ropes.
Oh, those are great.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. He's too elusive.
Touch the ropes.
I am going to stream UFC 4 probably this evening.
You know, he gets hit a lot. I think he's better off against Kamigai to move around. I mean, stay in the middle of the ring. Gives you more space to move.
Kamigai just runs at you.
Lara fights have been exciting, though. Not even trolling.
He wants to.
Because his legs kind of going a little bit, or he's slowing down. Lara been around forever.
Right there. But he's not throwing the volume of punches that he needs to throw.
Come on, Vendetti, get out of there.
Kamigai, as he's gotten older.
We're going to watch the rest of this round. Whoa.
Less sparring in his training camps to maintain the body fresh. Hired a strength and conditioning coach. Started watching more video. He found a couple fights of Vendetti. The wisdom you get as you get older, right, Coach?
Oh, Lara gonna get beat up. That's it. Lara finished.
Why?
You see this? He too accurate.
Hire a strength and conditioning coach because
I want to see the punch stats. I bet this guy is like at 48% connecting percentage.
Honestly,
Boxing conditioning.
Yes, the older you get, you need to focus more on what you are, a boxer. Strength and conditioning.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking chomo.
Doesn't benefit him. That's my opinion.
Crazy.
It affects him.
So you don't have your guys do weights or strength conditioning.
I don't think Lara can handle the power, bro, of Vendetti. What y'all think? Lara fighting Vendetti. This guy right here on the ropes. And Lara gonna get his shit pushed in. I'm with Vendetti. I'm betting the house on him.
Era conditioning and all that.
I'm betting the whole house.
To me, honestly,
degenerate style.
Instead of benefiting the fighter, it affects the fighter.
What if you fuck around and
That's
win?
That's my opinion. Because I never do it with my fighters, and my fighters always perform really well.
So you're not one that.
Come on, man. Lara ain't gonna be able to do with that. Lara body gonna crumble.
Body mass index, doing all that stuff. What do? You got like a notepad?
I'm betting two houses.
Everything's just based on experience, the old school way. You already know what to do. Monday to Saturday.
Oh, he was cussing.
Honestly, at age 35, Kamigai, he should focus more on boxing.
He was cussing
his
Delorme out last night.
What is he doing? He's wearing himself out more. You know, I worked with older fighters in the past. Even my brothers, Antonio and Julio.
So once again, this guy right here in the black, this is Greg Vendetti. Irsley Lara is fighting him August the 29th on PBC on Fox.
But Rocky was carrying logs in Russia.
And I'm betting a house on him.
Is that what we should be doing?
The whole entire house.
It worked for me.
I'm betting the house. And you can't tell me no different. Why would I not bet the house? You see that style, that speed? Why would I not bet the house? Why would I not bet the house? Why did I do that? Well, whatever. This guy is the guy who's showing Porter fighting. We don't know who none of these people are, y'all. So we going through them. The people that we don't know, I'm here for you. We got the tape. So we're going to find the tape. So Lara's fighting him on August the 29th. He's fighting Nathaniel Gallimore on August the 29th. Or is that on? No, that's on the Sean Porter card. So let's go down the list. Alfredo Angulo versus Caleb Truax. Let's go back full screen. Alfredo Angulo versus Caleb Truax. I really like that fight. Angulo beat up Peter Quillen, right? I covered that fight. Caleb Truax has been dealing with injuries, but I like that fight. It's August the 29th. Irsley Lara versus Greg Vendetti. Alfredo Angulo versus Caleb Truax, and we don't know what the third fight's probably going to be. September the 6th, Yordenis Ugas versus Abel Ramos. I've covered him before. I had to. Clearly, I had to. 26-3-2 with 20 KOs. Brian Perella, Jimmy Williams. He got a nice little streak going. He lost to Jamal James and Ivan Baranchek and Regis Prograis. So he's been around. I knew I had to cover him before. had a split decision, majority draw against Maurice Hooker. This guy's been around. So what's the deal? Y'all think you're going to beat Ugas? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, let's pull up some tape. You get the tape treatment too, bro. Let me see. Is this his tape? Let's see. What's this tape? Hold on. Let's turn it up. Francisco punches out. Francisco Secure punches out.
Like that.
I'm cool with this joint. Get out of here. See? Ranches Barthélemy. Ew. Ugh. Rancis fucking more like Rancid. Rancis Barthélemy versus Alberto Puello. Listen, I'm not even going to listen. We're not watching no Rancis Barthélemy tape. I'm sorry, and it has the nerve to be for an interim WBA title. Yo, listen, the WBA makes me so sick. The WBA makes me so sick, like they legit sicken me, bro. Let's just move on down. Now, they have some shows that are not yet announced, like a PBC fight night on November the 7th, a PBC fight night on December the 26th, and then they have the pay-per-view, Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia, November the 21st. Now, my understanding is this. I don't know who I heard it from, but I think I remember who, is that there are multiple venues on hold just in case, across the country, just in case they'll allow fans in anywhere. Now, let's be honest. We're in August. Shit, other countries are pulling their shit together, and we're like, yo, bro. Yo. We ain't having no crowd fights this year. I'm sorry. Get that shit, out of your mind. And then what's crazy is, with all these fucking pay-per-views, did you know that cable is dying now? Did you know that there are millions of Americans that have cable, but like their bills have been like stacking up and shit? Like, yo, people not like, did you notice like ratings for everything is down? People not only are they not watching TV like they used to, but they don't have cable. They're eliminating it. That's why ratings are down. What the fuck? Don't people not notice that? People are like, oh, nope, we don't need cable. I'm just going to watch it through this app, or let me borrow this app from this person or this login. A cable package here in the state, I know mine is $200 a month. That's just the cable package, and that's HBO, Showtime, ESPN, and, Fox and all that type of stuff. But then you got to factor in, you got to have ESPN Plus, $5, the Zone, of course, for somebody like me. Then them UFC pay-per-views on my card every month or every other month. That is rough. But people are not watching live TV no more. They're watching that shit through replays and shit. And in this day and age, let me show you something, man. I don't want to show. I have an app on my phone. I told you about it, and the initiated know about it. I have an app on my phone where I have every channel in the world for free. So what do I have to do if I really don't want to pay for fights? If I was a scumbag, or if I didn't even work in boxing? If I didn't work in boxing, what do you think I would probably be doing? Let's be honest. Like, I'd be like, let me find, and that's what people do. They say, let me find where this fight is televised, and it's not illegal. Let me find where this fight is televised free in another country somewhere. And I'm a VPN or find the channel it's on over there and see if I got it on my app or some shit. So ratings are down like all over, not because people are like really losing interest. The interest is there, but pirating is going up. The people are broke and they're learning, getting more resourceful about shit, especially with technology. People get on my social media. You got a link. Boom, links moving faster than ever. So when they're trying to do like pay-per-views every month and all that, it's just like, yo, what type of shit y'all on? That shit gonna blow up in y'all faces, man. Like, you think that Leo Santa Cruz versus fucking Tank Davis is gonna do good? Now, here's the thing. UFC hasn't missed a beat UFC makes sure they gives us the best fights. It's their system. So therefore they haven't lost no momentum with their fans. With boxing, we're getting these motherfuckers more than ever need to be fighting each other with no bullshit. The world is going to be different, yo. Like going forward in the future. People like, it's damn near the end of movie theaters. People are not going to be going out no more. Crazy. But hey, I'm not going to get down the conspiracy theory hole and all of that. By the way, you know who's trash? I'm talking about the lowest of the low. They make me so sick. Gilberto Mendoza and the WBA. Let me tell you something. I've been going through some things the last several months. A lot of growth. I'm at a point right now in life where I'm the happiest I've ever been. I wake up, I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I can't put into words like how my life has completely changed from just even a year ago. I can't believe it. So I've learned a lot. I've grown, increased my wealth, all that type of, all the good stuff you can possibly do. I've done it. And I got a lot of projects I'm working on. More importantly, I got a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Crazy shit, man. I don't even like talking about it. Because there's always something that's got to be done. Crazy ass lawsuit. That's like, bro, my heart starts beating fast when I think about it because I shouldn't even be involved in it. But the point is, boxing is like my heart. Even though when I do UFC videos, I get way more views than I do if I cover boxing. No bullshit. UFC has rolled out the red carpet. I'm still in shock that I was invited to Fight Island. Fight fucking Island? What? So, my foot is in the door over there. But at the same time, I love boxing. I want to cover world news in boxing. I've read so many books. I've educated myself on so many different things. So, long story short, it's a blessing when I'm able to interact with, big name people in boxing. Like, for example, just to think that I was on a Zoom call with the WBA president, Gilberto Mendoza. And he was like, in fact, you know what? Were y'all here when I was on there? Were y'all here? Did I live stream that? I think I live streamed it. Let's go find it. Anyway, I asked him, about his put it this way, I knew he was going to be pissed. Because it seems as though nobody in the media is calling him out for these motherfucking belts. I didn't go to Fight Island because basically what it was is I had 3 days to turn in to, basically the lady, it was 3 days, to turn in the application. And it's that trip. And remember, when you go out there, you only get to be out for a little bit, but for the most part, you quarantined in your room and shit. Basically, it just was, I couldn't do it. It wasn't enough time. But anyway, moving on. So anyway, I knew he was going to be pissed because I asked him, can you, and I asked in a professional manner, I forgot the exact way I phrased the question, but can you define, it was something along the lines, can you define what the WBA gold Titus means and all that type jazz? And his face, you should have saw his face. And I got the tape. He was disgusted. We're going to talk about that shit at the convention. Right now, we're just talking about the... And guess what? He ain't even talk about it at the convention. Now, me, I was running the city, and all kind of stuff like that. So I didn't attend the convention virtually. But nonetheless, I knew he was going to... Anyway, let's get to it. Let me shut up. So listen, look at this bullshit right here. Then we're going to go through each division, right? They have 4 titles at heavyweight. Anthony Joshua, WBA Super World. Manuel Char, WBA World. Robert Helenius, WBA Gold. And Trevor Bryan, WBA Interim. What the fuck is going on? That's sanctioning fee bullshit right there. And what they do is, did you notice? Like, they make sure, like, they're like, all right, you on this side, you can have the WBA gold belts. You on this side, you can have the super belts. They keeping fighters from not fighting each other because they only order, like, mandatories when they know they can be done promotionally. Like, you motherfuckers ain't slick, and you make me sick. Sometimes you can just look at the WBA rankings and see, oh, y'all, they wasn't here last month, or they ain't been here to goddamn 6 months, and all of a sudden they here. They must got a fight coming up for some bullshit belt. Look at this shit. 4 motherfucking champions. Like, what? Like, what are you doing? 4 champions. 3 at 175. This shit right here, I covered Lennox Allen, the guy. David Morrell, who fought Lennox Allen. He was 2-0, defected from Cuba. He now the WBA interim champion. Interim champion is supposed to be if a fighter is not available under some special type circumstances or health reasons, right? Like, yo, none of it makes sense. And the thing is, the promoters and the people who keep, like, they're enabling it. Especially PBC. I don't give a fuck if you a fan of. Listen, I'm a big Al Heyman guy. I got some friends over at PBC, but the problem is you motherfuckers like be shilling, and it's like, yo, the motherfuckers. That's some scamming shit over there with that belt shit. I don't like that shit is weird. I'm to the point where it's like, yo, no disrespect to the fighters, but you ain't no champ. And then they acknowledge the WBA world or super world when it fits them. Like, you ain't no motherfucker. I mean, it's not your fault. You ain't no champ. So you got David Morrell, who's the interim champion, Fedor Chutinov, who's the gold. What's the difference between the gold and the world champion? And why is it gold? You couldn't call WBA silver? But then your WBA world belt or regular is called regular? Like, no, the fuck, man? And you think, right? So basically, when you're a super champion, I'm not muted. Am I muted? Testing. If I'm not muted, then put that motherfucker on timeout. Put him on timeout. I had a nice little rant going, and you messed it up. But thank you. That kind of calmed me down a little bit. Because I was getting untethered, man. I was getting untethered. The WBA just makes me sick, man. I don't like it. Like, bro, like what do you need all these belts for? So look, they don't got an interim champion at 154. I'm guessing with Jared Hurd or Julian Williams return, they're going to fight for an interim champ. Watch. So as I was saying, when you're a super world champion, you don't have a mandatory unless the WBA orders a special like type shit, you know. So when you're a world champion, doesn't mean you're the super world's mandatory. But when you're the interim champion, that means you're the world super world. No, that means you're the world or the regulars champion. Mandatory. Damn it, WBA, you sicking me. Huh. They ain't the most prestigious belt. They may be the oldest, but the WBC is the most prestigious, even though they be sucking Canelo's dick. I was going to say penis, but say dick. They scared of him. These sanctioning bodies, man, these motherfuckers, they make me sick. IBF cool, but at the same time, the IBF on my shit list is because why are you making the interim champion for Errol Spence? No disrespect, but Errol Spence wasn't like injured because he was injured. He injured because he was doing some dumb shit. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, that shit shady right there. Because it's like, wait a minute, I can see if he was injured, but he was out drinking and driving. Like, so how you making an interim like for that shit? And they're not known for making interims. The Diamond Championship has different meanings for whatever the WBC wants to make it mean. it's supposed to mean that like you're a man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Get me started. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. By the way, Austin Trout suing the WBO. He fuck around, bankrupt them. They did him dirty. Basically, long story short, he was fighting over on ESPN when it was like at the end of the Friday night fight days. You know, over on ESPN and making his bones, getting back into the rankings for the WBO. I covered all those fights. I was covering them. And he just mysteriously disappeared from the rankings. And basically, he should have been getting, with the way things were going, he should have been in Liam Smith's spot when Liam Smith fought Canelo, basically. All ace fighters demanding that money shit, that shit is done. That shit is done. And you know what? I knew, deep down in my heart, I knew the level of the PBC on Fox fights was going to be like that. I knew it. Because the fighters that are on the A side command so much money. You see what I'm saying? Guys like, you know, Sean Porter and Arizona Lara making at least $2 million fighting on free TV. And then they don't leave much left for, you know, the B side. So they got to go find Greg Vendetti's and motherfucking, you know, Sebastian Formella's. A lot of people forget, you know, that the networks pay for the fights. They put the fight up. It's not like you're going to say, it's rare, like what they did with Keith Thurman and Daniel Garcia, where you have two A-sides. Like Showtime and CBS and PBC had to all come together, put the money in the pot for that shit to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's rare to get something like that. Rare. It costs so much money. I was surprised that Sean Porter and Daniel Garcia was on Showtime. That was crazy right there. You know, WBA, yo, listen, the WBA is making off like a fat rat. They make me sick, bro. All those belts, they're sanctioning fees, bro. They charging 4 different, you know what? Let's go take a gander at the WBA rule book. How about that? Y'all want to let's go look at that shit. By the way, I guess since I put it in the title, I got to talk about it. Fight camp was beautiful. Them women threw down. If you haven't seen, I watched UFC fight last night. I was in the bed watching it, but I watched it. If you haven't seen Terry Harper and Natasha Jonas, that shit was some high level women's boxing right there. Where are your rules, WBA regulations? High level. Don't try to make it difficult. I'm gonna find the rules. They're on my computer somewhere. I did download them. The PDF. This is it. Let's see. What are we looking for? I read all this shit for all the sanctioning bodies. Like they tell you about like purse bids and you know like how much like for different belts, all that shit. Hold on, something I'm looking for. Man, I don't feel like reading this shit though. Y'all should know this. If you're boxing fans, you're supposed to know the motherfucking rules. Especially if you say you're a hardcore. Super belts. Fucking make me sick, WBA. Huh. Title defense. Vacant title, period. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Listen to this. Super champion status. Now, they changed it from what it used to be. They changed it. This is 2015. They changed it. In exceptional circumstances, the championship committee and the president may designate a champion other than an interim champion as a super champion. The president committee may establish criteria for a super championship. In such designation, the committee president may determine conditions and requirements of defenses and retention of the title included but not limited to the following mandatory. So basically, unless Gilberto Mendoza says so, pretty much he says when there's a mandatory. He says what the fees are. Wait a minute. Let me read this shit. Super champion status. In such a designation, the committee president, Mendoza, may determine conditions and requirements of the defenses and retention of the title. So he sanctions basically fights as they go. Like, all right, well, this is going to be for this, including, not limited to, mandatory defense period. So if he says when you have a mandatory. And if he fuck with you and you bringing in good money, like if you bring in good money, then he like, nah, you can hold on to the belt. Just keep paying us. You motherfucker, Mendoza. Sanction fees, including purse fees for both title and non-title fights. Make me sick. Champion in recess and interim. Well, where's the interim? Let me find an interim. This is a new one. Did I read this one? This is not the old one. Before, and I remember, to be a super champion, it was to give you time, like when Lennox Lewis, basically, was it Lennox? It was to give you time, like to defend your other belts if you were unified and not be stripped. It was a reason for it. You know? It was a reason for it. But I don't want to read all these rules, man. I don't, because they make me sick, you know? A bout decision may be contested by a boxer within 10 days of the decision. The boxer submits a payment of a $10,000 fee. So basically, if you want like the WBA to investigate, that's $10K. Man. Filling a vacant title. Mandatory contender selection. Elimination. But I'm going to read this. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not following their own rules. So I'm guessing that when they had a convention back in 2015 or whatever, people were getting on them, because I was back then about their like belts and all. Let's just say we got to change the rules a little bit to fit like what we're trying to do. You know? But anyway. Yeah, but fight camp was looking pretty good though. Let's go look at the boxing schedule real quick, see what's coming up. Because I got a lot of fights to cover, man. I got a lot of content to get out. Listen, I told y'all, ain't nothing wrong with the fact that I want some of the YouTube money. Why can't I get some of that money? I ain't make no YouTube money in so long. I got to get that PS5 and the Xbox One X. Oh, no, wait, the Xbox X Series. I got to get that. All right, so this week's fights, I am going to be covering the ESPN Plus, August the 12th. John O'Carroll, it's my boy. Maxie Hughes. I'm not covering none of his other shit, though. Sorry. But John O'Carroll, definitely covering that. It's August the 12th on ESPN Plus. August the 14th. That's Friday, right? Felix Cash versus Jason Wilborn on the Zone. Shannon Cortene. I'm going to cover that joint. August 14th on Telemundo. Ricardo Espinosa Franco versus Brandon Valdez. Yeah, let's skip that one. Carl Frampton returns along with Mick Conlon. Both against, tune-up, stay busy fights over in the BT Sports Studios on August the 15th. Also on August the 15th, over on Showtime, you have David Benavidez versus Roma Alexa Angulo. Remember, he had beat Anthony Sims. That's for the WBC Super Middleweight 168-pound title. Rolando Romero versus Jackson Marinez. And Otto Wallin returns against Travis Crawford. Remember, he gloved Tyson Fury? He gloved him. That was dirty. He gloved his cut. Here, let's pull up the tape. Otto Wallin, Tyson Fury highlights. He gloved him. Tim was like, "Oh, he gloved him. He gloved him, Tess." He gloved him. You dirty bastard. No, you gotta do what you gotta do though. He almost fucked up Wilder Fury too. Gloving that man like that. Let's find the gloving. The glovening. He definitely gloved him. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared for Tyson Fury, man. I was like, you better not let him. Where we at? They showed the gloving. Anybody know what round the gloving was? He's like, he gloved him, Tess. They was pissed. Like, you better not fuck up the money, bro. And it was so blatant. He put the whole paw out. Like, what was you doing? They probably don't have it on here. Dang, they probably don't have it. The gloving. Glove that man. Yeah, but while leaning back, he's taking on Travis Kaufman, the son of Marshall Kaufman, King's Boxing Promotions. They do a lot of fights in Philly and in the mid, they promoted for Al Heyman, of course, the Gary Russell versus Tuck Stutney NBR fight. He gloved him, Tess. He gloved him. All right, enough of that tape. So that's a nice solid card. And then you got Cecilia Brakus versus Jessica McCaskill in Oklahoma. This is supposed to be outside. Israel Madriov, Eric Walker, Nikita Ababi's on that joint. Basically busy week. Busy week.